Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me, CNW1015, and today I'm coming to you with another HO scale locomotive review. Coincidentally again today we are going to be looking at another SD70ACe. However, this time we are going to be looking at Bachmann's SD70ACe with DCC and sound. This one is in the, it's one of their NS heritage units, Wabash 1070, or NS 1070 I guess technically. But yeah, once again, this is an absolutely phenomenal model, and I can't wait to get a closer look at it. Alrighty, so starting up at the very front of the locomotive, down here we have a very nice detailed plow. We also have simulated air lines on both sides of the locomotive. We have some more simulated lines and such down here. Forgive me, I'm not exactly not really good at like modern diesel locomotive terminology, so excuse me there. We also have our Easy Mate Mark II knuckle coupler here at the very front of the locomotive. Moving up above I guess what you would call the pilot, I don't know. We have a walkway here with steps going down either side of the locomotive with very nice painted handrails and grab irons and such. We have two ditch lights here on either side of the locomotive. These ditch lights do not work, which on some of the Bachmann models they do work and they do alternate when you blow the horn, but this one does not. So we also have a separately painted safety chain here between the two grab irons or handrails or whatever you want to call them. Moving back along the locomotive, we have various detail along I guess what you would call the hood of the locomotive. I don't know. You got sand caps on either side, some separately applied grab irons here across the top of the engine. We also have some more molded in grab irons here, and I don't know how well you can see them, but along here there is more molded on, kind of like a ladder. Excuse me there. So moving back along the cab of the locomotive, try to get my hand out of the shot there, we have NS 1070 printed right here, very nice lettering. We also have the Wabash logo, their flag, again very nicely printed along here. Going along the top of the locomotive now, we have some, I guess, antenna gears, what you want to call it. I don't really know what it's called. Again, not good at diesel locomotive terminology. We have staying along the cab, we have our number boards up here on either side of the locomotive, and we also have our headlight, which I'll demonstrate in just a few minutes. Alright, so with the front of the engine out of the way, let's move down the rest of the locomotive. So looking at the very center of the locomotive here, you can see we have the fuel tank right here with some I guess painted details here. Just little things. We have some, I want to call these, are these compressed, I want to call them compressed air tanks because I imagine that's probably what they are. If they are something else, please correct me if I am wrong. Along the top of the locomotive here, we have various grills and vent details along the top of the engine. We have our horn right here, again, is it separately applied? It probably is. We'll call it separately applied for now until I find out otherwise. We also have Wabash right here printed along the side of the locomotive. It looks very nice, very crisp. See, honestly, I can't really get over the paint job on this locomotive because I'm a sucker for the Wabash. It's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite railroad, aside from maybe the Mopac. But again, main reason I picked up this engine because it was Wabash, and also because it was an SD70ACe. But anyway, again, like probably one of the main reasons why I picked up this engine because, you know, it looks amazing. It's also my favorite NS heritage unit as well. But yeah, side of the locomotive looking very nice. We have various molded indoor detail as well. More of the vent details along the top of the engine over here with the fans, which are, I forget, are these ones see-through? I believe the first two up here are see-through. I don't know if you can see the screwdriver, like these two. I'll give you a better look at that in just a second here, but I believe they are. So let's move on to the back of the engine. Alrighty, so here we are at the very back of the locomotive. You can see here you have the 1070 printed along the top of the locomotive there. It looks very nice. You have the rear headlight right here. Again, it lights up as well. Also have we have two more rear ditch lights. Again, they're not lit or anything like that. We got down here, we got more simulated air hose detail, more hoses and such, and another Easy Mate Mark II knuckle coupler. We also have the more steps on either side of the locomotive with the handrails, etc. We also have the, I believe it's the housing for the dynamic air brakes. Unlike the Ather model I reviewed a couple, was that like a month ago at this point? I don't know. This one is not see-through, unfortunately, but again, it's Bachmann. It's a little cheaper, a little lesser on the quality side, but at the same time is still an absolutely brilliant model. So again, not really going to knock them too much for that. And I don't know if I really touched on this, but also, I don't think I have. We also have the trucks down here. They look very nice as well. Very nice EMD looking trucks. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's go and move on to some of the locomotive's features and such. So I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this locomotive is equipped with DCC and sound, like all of the Bachmann NS Heritage units. So I'm gonna get this one fired up. All right, just give her a second. And there we go, she's making noise. So just switch over to there. All right, so now we are in the function mode. So F1 rings the bell. And it's just a standard E-bell, so again, sounds very good. Very prototypical. F2, that is the short horn. I'm wrong, that's the long horn. Silly me. Yes, that's the long horn, F2. F3, that's the short horn. So yeah, F4, let's see, does this do anything? Yeah, F4 is the dynamic brakes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, F5 does nothing, F6 does nothing. I believe F7 dims the headlight, and we'll get back to that when I turn the headlight on. F8 mutes it. Yep, there it is, you can't hear anything. F9 does nothing, F10 turns on the headlight. And let's see. I don't know how well you can see it. Let me just reposition my camera real quick. Let's see. You can kind of see it there. And so yeah, F7 dims the headlight. So yeah, very nice model, very good sounds. So do a little. See, here is the I'm gonna run the engine backwards for a minute. The engine it's a very smooth running model. One of my favorites. So why don't we take her for a spin around the layout, see what she can do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Once again, this is Bachmann's SD70ACe with DCC and sound in the NS Wabash Heritage Unit scheme. Again, one of my favorite modern day locomotives, and possibly one of my favorite locomotives in my entire collection. I hope you all. Is there anything else to talk about? Not really. So yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for, say, the next video. I don't know, the next video should be a locomotives in review, so if anybody is waiting for that, the next video should be locomotives in review, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. Hope you all have enjoyed the video. This is CNW 1015 signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your day.